Modern Mahjong's here with some quick winning tips. Before you discard or you make a joker exchange, confirm you're using the correct number of tiles for that exposure. And while we're at it, confirm that you're using the correct tiles for that exposure. Once you claim a discard and you put it on the flat top of your rack or you expose tiles from your rack, you are committed to making that exposure. You cannot return the discard back to the table. But people have been asking, what does Rule 7 mean? Can I change my exposure? We've done several videos about this, and we'll keep on doing them until everyone's clear. Rule 7 on the back of the card provides, a player may change the number and type of tiles displayed in an exposure up until the player discarded. The expanded rule, when you read it along with the bulletins and calls to the league, also include that your exposure is locked once you do a joker exchange. And once we mean by that is you call a two dot, you place the two dot on the top of your rack, you add two dots or a joker or whatever you need to from your sloping parts, you have a pung or a kong or higher, and then you do a joker exchange. That joker can either be discarded, placed in your rack, or used with the tiles in the sloping part of your rack for Mahjong. It cannot be added to your prior or current exposure that you just completed. So once you either discard or do a joker exchange, your exposure is locked. So after you claim a tile, you can add or subtract from that exposure, but only until you lock that exposure. For example, you call a two dot, you place it on the flat part of your rack. By accident, when you pull up tiles from the sloping part, you pick up a three dot, or you pick up an extra joker and realize you only need a pung, not a kong. You can make those changes, but you cannot return the discard to the table. You must make an exposure using the discard once you place it on the flat top of your rack or you exposed your tiles. However, once you either initiate that joker exchange or discard, your exposures are locked. Key takeaways. Once a player places the discard on the rack or exposes tiles from the rack, they are committed to that exposure. They cannot return the discard. Once they either do a discard or a joker exchange, no changes to the exposure. And here's a little warning. Be careful because this only applies to the current exposure that matches the discard. The league added in a frequently asked question on their website that if you add an additional exposure, but you don't have Mahjong, your hand can be called dead. So back to the two dot we talked about. You make a pung of two dots, you don't say Mahjong, you add a kong of four dots, realize that you don't have Mahjong, you put the four dots back in your rack. Your hand can be called dead. So there is another video that we'll do and that we've done about strategy of calling a hand dead. Just because someone has a dead hand doesn't necessarily mean another player is going to call it dead. But in that case, your hand is dead. Somebody has to call it, and then you would stop picking and discarding. Does this clarify Rule 7 for you? Now you know you can make an exposure, confirm you're using the correct number and type of tiles, and then lock that exposure by doing a joker exchange or discarding. We have reviewed the 2025 card for about a month now. Our Learn the NMJL card, Improve Your Strategy, and Backup Hand PDF is now available for $10. It's 95 pages long. You don't have to print every page. You can pick and choose which ones you want to print. And we hope that you enjoy. It's available on modernmahjong.com/products/2025 PDF. Let's stay connected. If this popped up in your feed and you're saying, hey, I want more information like this, make sure you like, comment, save, and share. You could follow us on Facebook, Instagram. We have a Facebook group of almost 70,000 players, and our YouTube channel has a lot of videos like this and many, many more. With that, we hope you have a great day, a great weekend, and a great game.